Hey, welcome to the news. So today we're talking about a brokerage that's like a gallery, like an art gallery in HK, Hong Kong. An art gallery in Hong Kong because it's sort of a symbology. It's a symbolic art gallery in essence. So going back a few years ago, I was attempting to try to start an art gallery ages ago, a long time ago in the USA on the West Coast when I was very young, out of school, out of college. And so this is like a transposition of that art gallery today in terms of it being in Hong Kong, basically. And there was another time I tried to blow glass. I tried to learn to blow glass, basically, like it was a few years after that, but I tried to take a lesson to blow glass, but it turned out to be quite difficult, and I ended up not necessarily following through too easily with the lesson. So these two things are sort of metaphors because they didn't necessarily happen, but we're trying to bring them to fruition today. Because in essence, the glass blowing is a symbology for making sound, making music that in essence is like Guile from the Street Fighter 2 video game, where he sends these, crazy vibrations into the air as his power in the Street Fighter 2 video game. So nonetheless, we're talking about that today in terms of sound development from this gallery in Hong Kong. This gallery in Hong Kong is also sort of a symbol because it's like it relates to the gallery from ages ago on the West Coast in the United States, where in essence, basically it was something where we were looking into real estate, we were looking into spaces to be able to set it up, found a couple options, but decided to not go through with it at the time because in essence it was physical. It was too much physical, connection with reality, which is kind of a joke, but kind of not. It's kind of a joke because it just didn't follow through. The items were there, like the essence was there, the interest was there. There was an art walk. That was one of the main draws, is there was an art walk. So the art walk would have drawn people. So it would have been possible to try to connect with this foundational industry by this connection with the people that are walking everywhere looking for art on a consistent basis. But we're trying to merge that and connect that with the mindset of Hong Kong and the art mindset in Hong Kong, where in essence people go to auctions to be able to turn around and appreciate at high values auction prices for art, and like in real art, sometimes NFTs art in the auctions in that are held in Hong Kong, for example. So we're just trying to conceptualize the notion, because in essence we're trying to set up some kind of shop in this region of the world to be able to set up an actual shop that has a number of different services in essence connected to it, but trying to use music to start to bring awareness to this place, this space, which is sort of a metaphor, which hopefully can have some kind of a physical manifestation someday eventually in essence. But today in essence it's got a metaphysical manifestation today, where we are opening a gallery. We're opening an art gallery in Hong Kong today as a metaphysical symbology corresponding to this gallery. It's also corresponds to glass blowing. It's all of the sounds, the sonic expressions that we would like to start to put out in essence are symbols of the art. Right now it's sort of an empty gallery. The gallery's a little bit empty, but it's open because in essence that's what we're symbolizing in today's podcast. And at the same time, we're talking about a connection to cryptocurrency, sort of a connection. Yesterday I talked about doing video NFTs for music and music making, in essence, to be able to basically make music with NFTs and music videos and things like this on a consistent basis, and those correspond to the glass blowing that are meant to be inside the gallery in Hong Kong, I guess you could say, as the metaphysical expression of this specific timepiece that we're in essence setting out as a gallery in Hong Kong, because it's also meant to represent a space that corresponds to a manifestation as a brokerage that can correspond to affiliates. I talked about before being an accent affiliate coach, an accent elimination coach, to the rest of the world, so that people can speak like Americans if they want to do business like that, for example, and then also to be an American affiliate. Whereas this business in Hong Kong, this gallery in Hong Kong, more or less serves as a gateway to be an affiliate to the world, because we are in essence trying to be a brokerage, between estate brokerages, real estate brokerages, businesses for sale that are combined by real estate, for example, and then also develop the conceptual development of goods and services, as well as marketing agency services for other businesses, and possibly human resources services, and then also merchant services for being able to process payments and such things, and having the software as an affiliate to be able to try to facilitate this as a process. And so we're trying to be fundamentally also serve as that purpose, but then also serve as a gateway to another software mentality, conceptualization of development creation, creation, and the mindset of creation corresponding to a new world in the future, where everyone is in essence trying to acknowledge and examine their value, more or less, because I sort of conceptualize that everyone obviously has intrinsic value, but they're not necessarily shown that, they're not reflected on that, they're not given that highlight of their intrinsic internal value. It's like a bank account. Everyone's in essence like their value, their innate worth. It's very rare to exist as a human being. Just being a human being allows you to have something that is sort of a metaphor or like analogous to like a cryptocurrency. So every person in the world has a personal brand, which is analogous to their own cryptocurrency. Every single person in the world, their cells, their unique attributes, their unique fingerprint, for example, all corresponds to like a unique cryptocurrency. Every single person in the world has a unique cryptocurrency, so that makes us all art. That makes us all artistic. That makes us all have an artistic, unique art side, artistic side. And so we're trying to connect with that in this mindset gallery, this mindset art gallery in Hong Kong today, to connect the rest of the world with this location, conceptually, theoretically, realistically, to be able to try to connect art with this art mindset of art video NFTs, which corresponds to the cryptocurrency realm, by developing a symbology for glass blowing as like the sonic developments, making sound expressions, video NFTs, ideally for music, sound connections to that world, to start to be able to try to develop and make this gallery like a global gallery in essence, to try to unite all humanity and all humans and connected by the essence of sound as a digital product. So it's like glass blowing. We're blowing glass, but like for all of the world, basically using music as a digital product as opposed to a physical product, which is refined, or a finite product, which corresponds to just a physical space, which is like one physical space that can hold a few physical products. We're making a digital space with digital products, so it's an infinite amount of scale and potential to just be able to try to grow this conceptual mindset with sonic expansion, sonic expression, sonic musical sort of sound-based products that more or less are meant to express themselves in the form of NFTs in this current currency, meaning like energy currents, to be able to connect with like other people and all of their individual currencies. So we all are basically under this one giant blockchain known as the global philanthropy energy grid, because philanthropy is what drives businesses. Solving problems is what drives businesses. And so having checks and balances on like something such as a blockchain allows everything, more or less, like ideally everyone in the world, every good intention, every charity, every NGO in the world, to be held accountable through their intentions and their sort of ability to try to follow through with actions corresponding to global philanthropy energy grid, and also a global good deeds economy. And so therefore, we're trying to open this gallery today because in essence we're trying to reformat and reconfigure the essence of the idea of the interest for what art serves as, the idea of what art is in essence symbolized by, and trying to transpose the gallery with this mindset gallery to develop high value connections, high value prospects, high value connectivities in terms of like being an affiliate process to connect with the various services that I mentioned earlier, to be able to more or less have this gallery serve as a purpose that connects art and the rest of the world, and sonic energy as well as cryptocurrency, because everyone in the world has their unique cryptocurrency already built inside of them. It's also known as their reputation sometimes, and it's also known as their personal brand sometimes as well, which corresponds to social media. It corresponds to every aspect of communication ever, in the essence of presence and the essence of appreciation of presence. In essence, however, we are all infinite beings. We are all based around infinite, an infinite universe. We are all infinitely infinite in terms of our conceptual connection to our energy, our cells, the inside of our cells, the inside and the elasticity of the universe, and the extremely molecular, extremely nano magnified essence of the world that lives within our fingernails, for example, when they're magnified 10 billion times, is a whole nother universe within inside of the cells of our fingernails. So magnifying and understanding the nano universes that are within all of our cells at the same time is a different aspect and a different side to infinity that corresponds to us in the outside and the outer world, and also the inner world and inside of us, of all this infinity that's around us in terms of energy. And we're trying to connect with that. We're trying to connect with that in this internal gallery, this eternal gallery, this infinite gallery, in Hong Kong, corresponding to the art market, and just glorifying the art market more or less, like bringing the art market and the essence of appreciation in Hong Kong and all of the appreciation in the past of high valued art, high priced art, to be able to release that, release the spirit, release the mentality, release the energy to the whole world, to the whole globe, to every single country in the world, and this mantra, this mindset, this mentality, this meditation, if you will. So we're trying to replace that with a depiction of conceptualizing art, and art through glass blowing in the form of symbolized by sound and sonic representations and musical conceptual expressions that also can connect with the video NFT space to try to develop a connection to the blockchain and all the other people and all of their unique cryptocurrency value, extremely valuable cells and cellular biology that connects to the unique mechanisms that make every paradigm of every single person a unique cryptocurrency in of themselves, in this unique atmosphere and ecosystem of money among all of us, as money among all of us being valuable and having a money-like presence, with just a presence of cells and cellular presence and cellular biological presence on this planet, to all show through the rare experience of expression that is humanity and being present as a human, the rare configuration of cellular connection to make the form of a human being that connects all of us as human beings through our own unique cryptocurrencies. So this is all a giant collaboration of a giant molecular ecosystem of monetary energy that we're all connected by, because we all are our own monetary energy in the form of our own cryptocurrency that connects to every single person and every single person's uniqueness and every single person's unique personal brand and personal flavor and personal chemistry, which corresponds to their unique cryptocurrency energy, which is energy that fuels this planet, that connects all of us into the global philanthropy energy grid, that connects all of us into the future of the global good deeds economy, where we can focus on and glorify philanthropy energy into the global philanthropy energy grid, and then therefore the global good deeds economy to follow that and fuel that and power that acknowledgement of this power and this energy, which we're trying to develop today and generate today from the starting within the global affiliate Hong Kong artistic art gallery symbology in today's podcast. And that's all for now. Thanks again, Dinky Tech and Change for Game Studios. Bye. Peace. Bye. And let's all remember to push for world peace every single day. Let's all remember to push for world peace every single day. Let's push for world peace every single day. And also, let's remember to try to clear the animal shelters. Let's clear all the animal shelters in the world. Let's clear all the animal shelters in the world, because we can foster all the shelter animals. We can adopt all the shelter animals in the world. We can rescue all the shelter animals in the world. And we can also hire the shelter animals as healers. We can also hire the shelter animals as healers all throughout the world, so that they don't have to be mistreated in animal shelters. And we can clear the animal shelters, and we can hire the shelter animals as healers throughout our communities. Hire the shelter animals as healers throughout our communities, because they also work for free, and they could use better purpose and use better jobs and be able to add value and be therapeutic energy for humans and humanity, to help us be more harmonious as humans and among humanity for all the animals in the world, to clear all the animal shelters, to try to get them to transition their energy in terms of therapeutic energy to all humans, so we can clear the animal shelters to add value to humanity in terms of harmony, if possible. And let's push for world peace every single day and clear the animal shelters every day. That's all for now. Thanks again, Dinky Tech and Change for Game Studios. Bye. Peace. Bye.